Evil stepfather gets what he deserves. The day I saw fear in my stepfather's eyes, I knew my long-awaited revenge was complete. But let me take you back to where it all began, to the nightmare that was my childhood. I was just 15 when my mom started dating Tom. From the moment he moved in, my life became a living hell. Tom was a middle school teacher, but at home, he was a tyrant. It started with my possessions. One day I came home from school to find my skateboards, BMX bike, and hockey gear gone. Tom had dumped them all, claiming they were cluttering up his garage. But he didn't stop there. My Pokemon cards, comics, video games, anything that brought me joy, he got rid of it all. Real men play football, not with childish cards, he'd sneer. The physical abuse began soon after. A punch to the stomach for leaving the dinner table without permission. Then it escalated. Any small act of defiance resulted in a beating. My mom never stepped in. She even stopped giving me lunch money when Tom demanded it. I was constantly hungry, scrounging for change just to eat at school. One day, desperate for food, I took a few dollars from Tom's change jar. My twin sister, always looking to cause trouble, ratted me out. Tom called the police and had me charged with theft. After they left, he beat me worse than ever before. I couldn't take it anymore. I ran away, only to be caught and returned home. Tom tried to convince my mom to send me to military school. I ran again, and this time, I ended up in juvenile detention. The next few years were miserable. I often thought about ending it all, but something in me refused to give up. Years passed. I grew bigger, stronger. Tom no longer dared to lay a hand on me. We avoided each other, a tense truce in place. Then my mom got sick. Stage 4 cancer. She separated from Tom, giving him a settlement and 45 days to get his stuff out of the house. But she was too kind, letting him take his time, even after the deadline passed. When she died 9 months later, I put an end to Tom's access. Everything left behind was now legally mine. And I had plans for it all. I sold his prized baseball card collection and sports memorabilia. His woodworking equipment and furniture went next. I kept a few choice items for myself, his mother's rings, his coin collection. It felt good, but it wasn't enough. The real satisfaction came when I ran into Tom at the grocery store a month ago. I told him what I'd done with his belongings. He reacted exactly as I'd hoped, swinging wildly at me, his face contorted with rage. I called 911 as he attacked, making sure to stay on the line as he continued his assault. When the police arrived, they found him ramming his cart into my car. The consequences were swift and severe. Tom lost his teaching job and pension. He had to sell his mother's house to pay for a lawyer. His own son refused to help him. Now, Tom works as a cashier at the local Walmart, and that's where I get my revenge, over and over again. I make a point of going through his checkout line, watching him die a little inside each time. Sometimes I'll flash a rare coin from his collection as I pay. Other times, I'll buy something with money from selling his possessions. "Oh, Tom," I'll say, "I just know my daughter will love this new pool. It's not like I was ever going to use those expensive wrenches of yours anyway." Each time I see him, I remember the scared, helpless kid I once was, and I smile, knowing that now, finally, the tables have turned.